Hi, good day to everyone. Welcome to the Assemblix of very unique Toto video tutorial specially prepared for members like yourself. If you've just joined us as a member, today is your very first time having to look at this video. Please allow me to take this opportunity to really thank you sincerely. Right from the bottom of my heart, I'm thankful, grateful. My gratitude to each and every one of you for a precious time watching this video. And yes, last but not least, please allow me to say a word of welcome to the Assemblix. Now what you're looking at right now is a WinToto Advance Statistical Software. This software is used for the analysis of our Toto game. And there are two names for this software. One is known as WinToto Advance and one is known as WinToto 2004. Perhaps whenever we talk about logic games, we are always very sensitive about numbers. So the 2004, probably you may be wondering how it comes about. Now if you have watched the Win4D video, you will have noticed that Win4D software was launched by Assemblix in the year 2000 October. And WinToto Advance 2004 means we actually launched it 4 years later. You know something? 4 years is a very, very long time. You probably will be wondering why we make such a long time to develop a Toto software. Along this 4 years process, we were very serious on each meeting that we had when we are starting on the development. Our first priority is number one, in the development of this software leads to enhancement for all our users. Priority number two, we want to know whether is there any limitations to the development. Now, if we are unable to confirm these two criteria, WinToto Advance at all in the market. It was only upon confirmation, number one, that the development can lead to enhancement. Number two, there was no limitations to the development of this software. We decided to launch it in the year 2004. And because of our commitment to you to continuously develop better software, we have come out newer versions along the way. So you can see for yourself that there are truly a lot of newer versions along the way. But what's most important thing is that in the year 2006, we have one very important breakthrough. That year, we were celebrating the Lunar New Year. In Singapore at that point of time, Lunar New Year, we had this special draw called the Hong Bao draw. The jackpot at that point of time was $5 million. After the celebrations, we have a total of 35 members participated in this total polling. We used the WinToto Advance software now to generate the numbers. And it was through this use of this software, the numbers that's been generated, we have won for ourselves for that particular draw of 5 plus 1. That means it's a group 2 winning. In the whole of Singapore, we have a total of 82 winners and Assemblix is one of them. So this 55 of us will won the jackpot group 2 5 plus 1. Now it's a very, very joyous occasion because that kind of satisfaction is something that I would say that money cannot buy. We were so happy and delighted about this meeting. In fact, we look forward. We know that so long we continuously develop and not to give up, we will definitely see better winnings along the way. We are very glad. Now, that was in the year 2006, which is 2 years after the launch of WinToto Advance. Today, now we are talking about 2016. It's as good as 10 years have passed. I've never forgotten each and every one of you who participated in the Toto polling for that particular draw. To me, I'm always very thankful and always very grateful to your participation. Without your participation, we would not have realized this winning of 5 plus 1. So sincerely, once again, let me thank all participants, the 55 of you. If you are still watching this video, a sincere thanks to you. Truly, I'm thankful, grateful. My gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In the 2013, we have another important breakthrough. That year, we have actually developed one feature known as the reverse scan forecast. It's actually a forecast feature. Now, how this features work is that each time when the newer result is being updated into the software, you can see for yourself that we have this new software with these features known as the reverse scan. So when you upload the newer results, newer results into the software, this particular features will pick up the new results. You will do a very thorough data interpretation with the available results found in the software. And that's why this reverse scan does is it does one thing called the reverse engineering. In other words, it's like going backwards to see what has happened before the results appear. And it's only through all this very thorough analysis, thorough data interpretations that it derives what is best for you. And I must say something. During the trial run, when we're doing an experiment on this particular developments, it takes us many hours before numbers could be generated. Now we know for a fact that once we decided to launch these particular features into the software, develop into the software, we know two things that we must achieve. First, we must always put you in our mind. There's number one, it must be conveniently located. That's one. Two, it must not take up too much of your time. So upon all these considerations, we actually, when we launch it into WinToto Advance Software, so long you have this latest version, you know that the reverse scan was so simple and easily located. But let me assure you one thing. Though it's fast, it does not mean that there is no thorough analysis going along the way. There is. It's just that behind the software we are doing a lot of jobs without you realizing. Now, it was upon the development of this software, we have got two winners in that year itself. They have used the reverse scan according to them. It was the use of reverse scans features from the forecasted number. They got their inspiration and they managed to find for themselves the winning numbers. One of them got a jackpot group 1 winning of 2.5 million and another one got a jackpot group 2 winning of 250,000. Now without all these developments, we would not have been able to lead us to anything. We have to continuously develop the software to making sure that we are always on track and we are always on track. I think that's very important. In fact, our latest version has got more than one forecast. We have came out with 3 more. One of them is known as left scan, right scan, and position scan. We will be coming up more. That's one thing for sure. Now we do share, and we do have a lot of our members who have used the software do came back and share with us their personal feeling about using the WinToto Advance software. They personally feel that the WinToto Advance software has actually enabled them to have a better understanding on how the trend looks like. Most importantly, it saved them a lot of time looking for data because everything could be found in the software. And definitely will give them a better edge. And the confidence level in using the software to win is always very high. And I'm glad to hear that. We do share many times incidences like that with a lot of our members. They personally feel that the hard work has been put up by Assemblix, so if there's any credit that comes along, credit should go to Assemblix. I totally admit the fact is that we are very hard working. We are really working very hard because we are passionate about this development. What's most important thing of all? If there's any credit that comes along, this credit can be shared within Assemblix anyway, because without you believing in Assemblix, supporting Assemblix WinToto Advanced Maintenance Support, we would not have gone this far. So over here, sincerely, I want to take this opportunity once again to thank you right from the bottom of my heart. I'm thankful, grateful, my gratitude to each and everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 大家好，如果今天是你第一次目睹这个画面，或者是刚刚加入我们的会员们，让我在这里跟大家讲一声，非常的欢迎，也非常的感谢，也非常的感恩大家的宝贵时间来观看这个 video。始终我觉得最重要的就是跟大家讲一声，欢迎你加入Assemblix的会员。现在你所目睹的这个软件是 WinToto Advance， 这个软件是专门研究Toto号码。如果你有看过我们的 4D video， 你就会知道，其实我们的 4D 的软件是在2000年、2000年那一年推出到这个市场。这个 WinToto 它有2个名称，一个叫做 WinToto Advance， 另外一个名称叫做 WinToto 2004。所谓的2004就是代表了这个软件其实是在2004年推出。 隔了4年的时间。为什么需要那么长的时间呢？因为我们在这4年里面有真正的去探讨，到底这个发展能不能够第一提高大家的中奖率，第二是否有没有任何一个限制在我们的这个发展过程中。那如果我们觉得这2个条件不能够符合，我可以很肯定的跟大家讲一下，你不会看到 WinToto Advance 在市场，因为所做的一切它一定要利益大家，如果没有利益大家，那我觉得没有这个任务去做。我们也就是为了要实现对大家的承诺，我们不断的把 WinToto Advance 发展得更好。所以如果你好好的去看一下，其实我们的 Toto Advance 一直都有新的version出现。在2006年，也就是2年过后，在那一年我们在新加坡在庆祝农历新年的时候，我们在新加坡有一个特别的Toto的这个 jackpot， 就是5个million，他们叫做红包 draw。在新加坡那一年，我们庆祝了这个农历新年过后，我们有15位会员们加入了我们的这个 Toto Fans。从中我们也因为他们的加入，我们用了 WinToto Advance 的这个软件，目前所看的这个软件来索取一些号码去买。也就是因为用了这个软件，我们中了一个5加1，全新加坡在那一年有82个 winner，5加1有82个 ，Assemblix 是其中之一。你知道吗？那种兴奋是所谓的钱买不到的感觉，我们非常的兴奋。所以目前已经过了10年，也就是今年已经2016年。我永远都不会忘记大家，从到目前还是非常的感谢，也非常感恩你们，因为没有你们的加入，我们其实不能够实现这个5加1的winning。所以在这里很有诚意的跟大家讲一声感谢，也很感恩。我们不断的把 WinToto Advance 发展的更好，在2023年我们又有另外一个非常大的突破。在那一年我们发展了一个非常重要的一个功能，它的名称叫做 Reverse Scan。其实这个功能是专门推荐号码给大家，预测的号码。它是怎样的一个功能呢？每一次你把最新的 result 输入到这个软件过后，它就会从这新的 result 来跟旧的 result 来做一个非常详细的比较。其实在试验当中，他需要花很多时间，很多个小时才能够把最好的号码推荐给大家。我们知道，如果我们要把它发展在这个软件，第一，它一定要速度要快；第二，它要很方便。所以，只要你拥有最新的 WinToto Advance， 你知道要用这个 Reverse Scan 的这个功能，其实是非常方便，也非常的简单，也非常的快速。我们也就是因为有这样的一个功能，在那一年我们有2个赢家，两个赢家，他们也就是因为用了 Reverse Scan 的所推荐的号码，得到的灵感，选出他们个人的中奖号码，一个赢了一个 Group 1 2.5个million，另外一个赢了一个 Group 2 250千。我们非常的欢喜，也非常高兴，能够看到这样的一个成绩，其实是真的是很多的这个努力去争取才能够达到。所以我们也是有很多会员们其实有回来跟我们分享他们个人的感受，他们觉得在用这个 WinToto 的时候，他们觉得他们的这个信心有增加了很多，因为资料方面特别多，他们能够去看好它的方向是从哪里来的，那个 trend 就是那个潮流。也因为有这些资料才能够做好，所以如果没有这些资料，其实是非常的辛苦。所以我希望大家明白的就是 WinToto Advance 的这个软件其实是一个非常特别的一个软件。我们也曾经跟顾客们分享这样的一段的经历，他们觉得能够达到这样的一种境界是不简单。如果论功劳，功劳真的是属于上的。我不可否认的就是我们真的是很努力的去发展，但是如果论功劳，这个功劳真的是属于大家的。没有你们对我们的信心，对 Assemblix 的信任，我们其实要达到这样的一个境界不简单。所以在这里我是非常的很有诚意的跟大家讲一声感谢，也非常感恩你们的支持，谢谢。Okay, now before we start to discuss the total numbers, Please allow me to take this opportunity to announce to you that if you have got WinToto Advance, click help. Alright, check about WinToto Advance. You can see that the latest versions that Assemblix have launched for WinToto Advance version 3.5.0.3. In other words, if you have got WinToto Advance with you, please check what version are you in right now. If you found that your version is something below 3.5.0.3, what does that mean? That means they're using the older version. I want all of you to really seriously sit down and think, why do Assemblix come out newer version? Alright, the reason is because, number one, we have our commitment to you to develop the software to enhance your viewing experience. So we need to come out newer version. We need to improve on the features. In other words, if you are looking forward to have a better viewing enhanced experience, definitely using the latest version will be of greater help to you. So I encourage you, upgrade. That's the right. Now I can only think of two possibilities that why it was not upgraded. First and foremost, it can be because number one, you overlook the upgrading because of the nature of your work. You are too busy that you have no time to upgrade. Another situation that could have happened is that you could have overlooked the extension of your WinToto Advance maintenance support that resulted in not able to upgrade. If these are the two circumstances, I strongly encourage you, get it upgraded, extend your WinToto Advance maintenance support. It's very, very important. Please get it done, and I think you will see a great difference. Alright, now, I want all of you to also seriously sit down and think about number one. We have a lot of members who have watched this video. They do call us and check with us. They personally feel that they have understood what these features are about. They know how it works. Do I still need the Toto Advance software? I think it's a good, valid question. I personally feel that if there's anyone who will ask for questions like that, it just goes to show that you are definitely looking forward for a software or tools to enhance your viewing experience. If that is the answer, I encourage you. WinToto Advance is truly the ultimate tools for your Toto view. Get hold of WinToto Advance as soon as you can. You will see a great difference. If you'd like to get a copy of WinToto Advance software, my contact number is 9230-0837. I repeat again, 9230-0837. And if you're calling from overseas, +61 followed by 9230-0837. And remember, my name is Hai Tong, spelled H-I-T-O-N-G. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 大家好，在还没跟大家讨论号码之前，那我在这里跟大家分享一个非常重要的一个讯息，也就是说，我们WinToto Advance目前最新的version是3.5.0.3。那就是说，如果你已经拥有的WinToto Advance，我希望你能够再看看一下 ，check about WinToto Advance， 看看一下你的个人的这个version是什么。那如果你看到你个人的version不是3.5.0.3，是3.5.0.3以下，那就是表示你在用的是旧的，而不是新的。我希望大家能够冷静的坐下来想一想，为什么 Assemblix 会推出新的version？为了什么？为了实现对大家的承诺，要把最好的带给大家，要争取就是大家的动奖距离要提高。那如果你个人觉得你最重要的是要提高你个人的中奖距离，当然用心的是最重要的，所以 upgrade 是非常重要的一个选择。我觉得有两个可能性，为什么你还没有 upgrade？ 第一就是你真的是忘记 upgrade， 第二就是你真的忘记把 WinToto Advance maintenance support extend， 导致你不能够 upgrade。那如果是这样的一种情况下，我鼓励你早点 upgrade， 早点 extend 你的 WinToto Advance， 你肯定会感觉到那个不同。那我们也是有个会员们曾经问过我，他觉得已经观看我们的 video， 还需不需要买你的软件？我觉得你会问这样的一个问题，非常的很有趣，也非常重要。为什么呢？你会问这样的问题，就是表示你应该是在寻找一个软件来提高你个人的中奖率。那如果这个答案是正确的，那我鼓励你早点拥有 WinToto Advance， 对你帮助很大。如果你对 WinToto Advance 产生了很大的兴趣，跟这个购买，记得我的联络号码是92300837，我再重复多一次92300837。如果你是从外国打来，加一个65在前面92300837。我的名字叫海通，大海的海，大通的通，感谢也非常的感恩。Okay, now in the WinToto Advance software, if you click under this thing called the Open Database, you can see that we have for you Australia data, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, United Kingdom, and United States data. So please take note, we have all these countries data. 在 WinToto Advance 软件里面，我们有包括澳大利亚、香港、马来西亚、新加坡、台湾、英国跟美国的之类。 当然，今天我会跟大家讨论的是新加坡。Alright, I'm discussing Singapore data and I'm using the jackpot 645, which include the 649 numbers as well. Alright, 所以我用的是新加坡645，包括49个号码。Right, so let me close this. Okay, now, as we know in Singapore, our total numbers consist of 49 numbers, 49个号码。Now, in order for us to really stay focused, it's very tough for us to use our both eyes to see 49 numbers at one shot. So it's always best that we break it down into a smaller group. We actually group them into groupings, and then easy for us to see how the trend come from and where it come from. Alright. So first and foremost, we can click on this thing called Display Standard Grouping Statistics. 我们可以好好的去看一下那个 Display Standard Grouping Statistics. Let's take a look at here. Now we can actually discuss this thing called the 10 series, which I've been doing this very often with all of you. Now why I take the 10 series, because I find that if I were to break it down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups, alright, it's much more easier to see the trend. Alright, 如果我把它分成5组，那就比较简单，因为同时19个号码分成5，每一组里面有9个号码。Alright, altogether there are 9 numbers in each group. As you can see, 1 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49. So at one glance, you know that recently, alright, the focus is actually on the 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. You can see for yourself that the trend is moving towards here. In the past, it was moving more towards the bigger numbers. Now it's actually more in the center part of the numbers, which starting from 10 to 39. Alright, so if you have chosen 10 to 39, this row of numbers here, congratulations, you can see for yourself you have got a 6 winning numbers in the group. It's very, very interesting. Alright, 在这里如果你选择的是10到39的话，那你可以很肯定的看到你有6个号码在里面，刚刚开彩的号码你有6个号码在里面，所以是非常非常的好的一个资料，让我们做非常好的参考。Alright, so you can see that if you want to follow the trend, as I mentioned many times, when you look at the data itself, there are two concepts that you might want to adopt. Right, first concept is called follow the trend. Second concept is called likely happening numbers. So you are making a guess. So in this situation right now, the most following the trend types of numbers likely to be 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, which is highlighted here. Please follow the trend. Of course, the next one I think you should consider is 40 to 49. So I would say that 10 all the way to 49 will be a very good base for you to focus on for this coming draw. Alright, which is on the 21st of April. Please take note. 在这里我要跟大家分享的就是我们在看这个资料的时候，我们有2个非常重要的原则，一定要跟着，就是第一，跟着潮流走；第二，就是猜测大概会出现的一种可能性。当然，跟着潮流走的话，那你就是要考虑到10到19、20到29、30到39这3组的号码，你一定要考虑在里面。然后接下来就是40到49。所以来临的这一期，也就是说21号10月份，一定要注意一下这些号码。Alright, please take note. Now, the other one that you can actually take a look is high and low. If you want to take a look at it, and you can see for yourself that currently, if I'm to base on including the bonus number, alright, it looks like the low, alright, which is 1 to 24 is 3, 25 to 49 has got 4, and it's been going on for the past 2 draws. Alright, 3 low and 4 high. Alright, high numbers. Alright, we're starting from 25 to 40. So all these are data that you can actually so-called pick up from here, because once you have got WinToto Advance, you have all the necessary data for your consideration. I think that's very, very important. Alright, you need all these data. 在这里要跟大家分享的就是我们可以看得到，就是目前最近的2期里面，通常开的号码多数是在比较大的号码，就是25到40组，然后1到24是3个号码，所以目前是3次3次，其实已经发现出现了蛮多次的，所以这种可能性也是很高。所以我觉得来临的这一期是否会不会，我觉得应该是会有4个小的，3个大的。Right, I think good chance for it to have small one and 3 big one for this coming draw. Now let's take a look at the repeat numbers, which is here. Right. Now when we look at next gap statistics, we are looking for whether do numbers repeat. Now G1, what does G1 mean? G1 is referring to numbers that just appear. Does it repeated? Yes. After a rest of 2 draws, 2 numbers repeated from the previous draw. What are the 2 numbers that repeated? You can see very clearly here. Alright, one of them is 28, repeated from last draw. That's why we got 1 here. Alright, now what is the next one that you say is likely to repeat? Alright, so which are the next one? Let's see. Okay, the next repeated number is 30. Right, it was from bonus, it jumped to main number. So you can see 2 repeated number, one is 28 and one of them is 30. Right, 有2个号码其实从上一期开的重复在这一期就是28号，那另外一个是30号。So you can see that there are 2 numbers repeated. Interestingly, there are 2. So you know that recently most numbers do not appear right between gap 1 to gap 6. Alright, but this coming draw, yes, we got 5 numbers here. So it looks like the trend may come back again. So in other words, for this coming draw, if you want to stay focused on gap 1 to gap 6 numbers, means these are the group numbers. This gap 1, gap 2, gap 3, gap 4, gap 5, gap 6 numbers. These are the 6 gaps, G1 to G6 number. You right click and you copy and you go into the ruler here. Let me show it to you. Alright, 如果你要注意一下，你可以稍微注意一下这30个号码，它的重复率，你能够有看到5到6个号码在里面，它的这个机会是蛮高的。我不可以肯定一定会100%，但是我觉得是蛮高。Very likely that you will see 5 to 6 numbers from this group of numbers. But I cannot guarantee you. But based on what I see here, there is a good chance that you will see. Alright. Pretty good chance for you to see at least 5 to 6 numbers from this group of numbers that is highlighted for you, which is derived from using just open numbers and 5 draws ago numbers. So that's why gap 1 to gap 6, all these highlighted numbers are inside here. So I want all of you to please stay focused on this group of numbers, which I've given it to you based on what I see. Now, a lot of time people has been asking me, now Hai Tong, I want to buy your software. Your software has got too many features, too many data, and I may not have the time. Good question. Sometimes when you do something, it did not mean that you must go through many steps to get it. Most important thing is that if you go it by simple, sometimes simple is actually happiness. A lot of time people want to make it so complicated and then they get very bogged down and they feel very sad. So if you think that you are not ready for any complicated issues, then don't think about complicated. Just go for simple, which I encourage you, and there's reason why we came up this forecast for you. Is to basically to make it simple for you so that you don't have to spend too much time. Alright, and yet still have a very good chance of winning. That's exactly what. Of course, we have developed the advanced features meant for people who have got more time and would like to advance details. But if you think that you are not those who want to go for advanced detail, but yet you still want to have an opportunity to win better prizes, then not to worry. I'm going to show you what you can use now. Alright. 在这里我跟大家分享的就是很多时候人家会问我，海通，我要买一个软件，但是我觉得太多资料我不会看。那你有没有比较简单的做法？我觉得有啊。其实简单就是幸福啊。因为你没有时间的话，你一定要去找很多资料来看，你自己会觉得很心烦。很简单的做法我们有，因为我们所以也因为要让不同的顾客们有不同的分享。那第一就是我们有一个简单的用法，另外一个就是让那些觉得他们需要比较复杂的资料，比较不同的资料，只有所谓的比较 advanced 的用者，他们可能要用的就不同。所以我们在这里有2个做法，第一就是 advanced user 有 advanced user 的用法，如果没有时间的话，那就是简单的用法，也是能够达到一样的赢的这个距离。Alright. Still the same, you get it. So you need to do is just click on this maintenance, alright, check on this forecast tracking. We have altogether 4 types of forecasts that we have actually developed for you in this software itself. Of course, the first one that we have, alright, which is known as the one is called the reverse scan. The reverse scan Alright, as you can see, that on the 14th of April, immediately after the result, we have forecasted 24 numbers and we got 5 numbers, alright, being correctly forecasted. You can see it. This is all very well done. Alright, 在 reverse scan 里面，我们有24个号码，有5个号码开彩。Alright, so let's take a look at the next one called the left scan. Left scan, we got 17 numbers, 3 numbers was chosen, was forecasted correctly. In fact, since 17 March, every single draw we have minimum 3 numbers winning. Alright, for left scan. 在 left scan 里面，从17号3月一路都有3个号码开彩。Now let's take a look at the right scan. On the right scan forecast, we have actually got 25 numbers forecasted on the 14th of April, means for 18 April, we got 4 numbers correctly forecasted. 在这个 right scan 里面，我们有预测25个号码，有4个号码开彩在18号。Alright, let's take a look at the last one called the precision scan. Precision scan, fantastic. Out of 28 numbers, we got 6 numbers correctly forecasted. So you can see for yourself that if you continuously use precision scan, every single draw you continue using it, so you don't have to worry. You are actually seeing the results yourself. So isn't it so simple? So all I wanted to explain to you is that if you got no time, pick on one and follow it through. You will likely to see the results. You may even end up having the 6 winning number or the 7 winning numbers. You will know. So sometimes you need not necessarily to go for very complicated things, but you just focus on one or the forecast and just follow it through. Like for example, now position forecast is doing so well, then you should. So every draw, just click on position forecast. 目前开彩每一期都有开彩，都没有停留过的，就是 position scan， 我觉得很好，所以很简单。如果你要的就是用一个方式就好了，简单的用法，去到这个 ruler 里面 ，Let me clear this one， 就是来到这里 ，click 这个 ruler 很简单哦，再多示范多一次 ，click 这个 ruler，alright， 这个是简单的用法 ，go to forecast。Look for position scan， 每一期都用一样的，18个号码不要紧的。哎，你下一期又再 click， 再多一次，又再result又再 click 个 position forecast。有一天你会看到5个或者是6个号码在里面，还是有机会的。Alright, so it's so simple. Alright, so I'm just explaining to you that you can actually use this. Then of course, the best way to do is I still recommend is that if you can, then go for full wheel. Alright. Then you can actually go for this thing called the random wheel, and then pick the number of tickets that you can afford to buy. If you think you can only afford $50, then $50. Alright, that's all. Alright, you will pick up 50 tickets for you from these 28 numbers. What is best for you? 28 tickets. That's all. Buy whatever you can afford. Even $10, $20 is fine. Importantly, number one, in order for you to win, you must be consistently playing. Secondly, don't burst your budget. Play according to your budget. And lastly, please stay calm and enjoy the game. Once you do not burst your budget, you're very good, and you know that you have been constantly using the same method, same forecast, very good chance that you are likely to see. As you can see here, that I've shown it to you, precision forecast is doing so well that you cannot miss it, in the sense that it has got so many winning all the way. So just stay focused on one. Alright, 在这里需要的话就是集中精神在一个 forecast， 那你就是可以看到成绩了嘛，对不对？如果你觉得没有时间去换来换去，那不用紧。所以我们有这个软件，它的好处就是它有2个用法，一个是简单的用法，一个是 advanced user 的用法。我们如果要简单，就简单的用法还是有机会的。我已经到了这个尾声，我非常的感谢，也非常的感恩大家的宝贵时间来观看这个 Toto video。如果你认为说这个 Toto video 对你的帮助很大，我希望你会跟朋友们、亲戚们分享这个 video， 让他们有机会观看这个 video， 多了解一下这个 Toto 的 video 是怎么样能够去提高他们个人的中奖率。那接下来的就是，如果你已经拥有 WinToto Advance， 你觉得这个 Toto Advance 的软件对你的帮助很大，我希望你会推荐这个软件给朋友们、亲戚们，让他们有机会购买这个软件来提高他们个人的中奖率。当然，如果你有时间去释放的话，我是真的是非常的感谢，也非常感谢你的帮忙。在这里，我非常相信因果。我认为说，任何一个事情发生在我们的身上，一定有它的因跟果。如果你认为说你要改变你自己个人的命，要改变得更好，只有一个方式：起心动念，只有一个善的。只要你做的念头、想的都是善的。 行的是善的，那我觉得你的命运不得了，改会更好。我要跟大家分享的就是，我们永远都会推出新的version给大家，因为我们需要实现对大家的承诺，把WinToto Advance发展得更好，来提高你个人的中奖率。所以记得，如果你要提高个人的中奖率，你一定要 upgrade。当然你的 WinToto Advance Maintenance Support 也是要延长 extend。我们需要你的这个赞助在这方面，我希望你要明白。发展的过程中需要很多时间跟金钱，在这方面我希望大家能够明白的就是，你一定要支持 WinToto Advance 的Maintenance Support。这个软件不真正是属于我们的，也属于你们的。那如果这是我们的软件，那我们一定要把它照顾得好，它才能够带给我们更好的中奖率。那你觉得这样的想法对不对？我希望大家明白这个。好，接下来就是，如果你对 WinToto Advance 产生了很大的兴趣，很想要购买，我的联络号码92300837，我再重复多一次92300837。如果你是从外国打来，记得加一个65在前面92300837。我要跟大家分享的就是，多多是一个 warranty 的游戏，没有任何一个软件可以保证你100%一定会中奖，包括 WinToto Advance。我们只能够保证的就是我们会继续的发展，来提高大家的中奖率。所以在玩的方面，你一定要负起责任来玩，不可以超越个人的遗传，这个是非常非常的重要的一件事，希望大家要牢牢的记住。在这里祝福大家快快乐乐、健健康康中大奖。如果中了大奖，记得发射你的 winning ticket 到92300837跟我们分享。时刻跟大家讲一声感谢，也非常的感恩，谢谢，谢谢，谢谢。I've come to the end of video presentations, and if you find that this video has been of great help to you, do share the link, do email the link to your friends and relatives, let them have a chance to watch this video, let them have a chance to understand how Toto Games is about and how WinToto Advance can actually help them to enhance their winning experience. Now, if you have got WinToto Advance in hand and have been using it and you find that this software has been of great help to you, please recommend it to your friends and relatives about our software. Do get them to buy. Alright, and then of course, if you have got the time to show them how this software looks like, I certainly would like to thank you in advance. Truly, I'm thankful and grateful. My gratitude to each and every one of you for your help. I'm a strong believer in cause and effect. I always believe that anything that happens to ourselves, there's always a reason behind it, the cause and the effect. If you'd like to change the destiny of life, there's only one way. Every single thought and single actions that you have must be kind. Always remember, accumulate more kind deeds, you'll definitely see a difference and a change in your life. I'd like to bring to your attention that Assemblix will always have newer versions. Now, because we have our commitment to you to make this software better and better, to give you the enhanced winning experience. So remember, upgrade is very important, and do extend your WinToto Advance maintenance support. Always remember, this software does not only belong to Assemblix, it belongs to each and every one of us. If this is our software, it's our duty to take care of this software, to making sure that this software grows better and better, more and more effective, to help us to get a better winning. Don't you think so? That is the right way to look at it. So please extend your WinToto Advance maintenance support. We need your understanding for those. And yes, if you'd like to get a copy of the software, WinToto Advance, my contact number is 9230-037. I repeat again, 9230-037. If you're calling from overseas, +65 followed by 9230-037. And over here, sincerely, I'd like to thank you for all your time and all your effort. Thank you. Now, I'd like to bring to your attention also that WinToto Games is a game of probability. There's no software that can guarantee you 100% sure win game. That goes to WinToto Advance. All we can assure you is that we will continuously develop the software to always making sure that we are on trend to bring you the enhanced winning experience. So remember, take responsibility over your play, never overplay. Please remember that. And last but not least, wishing you and your family a very happy and healthy days ahead. And last but not least, do remember, if you do win any jackpot prizes, do WhatsApp your winning ticket over to 923